Switch to that. Hopefully we are live. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Peter. How are you doing? Oh, good afternoon, I should say. Hope you're well. I don't know why did Serge think I wasn't streaming? We are live, aren't we? We have audio, we have video, as far as I can see. Hi, Serge. You are there. I probably confused everybody on the Discord because Oh, there's an advert. Why is there an advert break on Twitch now? God damn you, stupid system. You're meant to go advert a minute after I say it. Anyways, the probably confused everybody today because I set up bots to be able to automatically put links into the Discord for when I go live. Of course, when I set the video up for the YouTube video today, set that up ready to go in for tonight. It's for going live at 7:30, and it posted it straight away. So I think that might have confused a few people because I did notice a few people drop into Discord and then go away again, because usually that'll just go out at the time when we go live. And obviously the Twitch one only starts when we go live. So just be mindful of that going forward. It will update the YouTube as soon as I post the video, like the video link. Once I create the live stream for like 7:30, it will do that. So apologies for that if anybody got confused or concerned or whatever. But yes, it was. I wasn't expecting it to do that. I thought we'd just do it when I went live. But oh well. So it's all... What was that? Welcome to the stream, Magpie. Thank you very much for the follow. Several feet of snow. With the chainsaw. I've watched the guy on the internet. Now, how far is that back from? Thank you for the sub on YouTube, Mr. Fractally. Very little, Andrew. Very little. I've seen the guy, or some survivalist guy. It's like Bear Grylls but in snow, and he's got his snow knife. And he's like making himself a little fort. Just the opening waffle, as per usual. But yes, you didn't miss much, Andrew. You didn't miss much. Just for some reason, Discord putting notices into various places at different times, that's all. So you've been at some snow with some chainsaw. So have you all of a sudden had a massive dump of snow then, Peter? Is it all just suddenly gone mad? Has winter arrived for you? Because we've got the second storm hitting now. Well, we're not really. I mean, it's not going to be very stormy over here, but the second storm in 3 days. So I think the people in Ireland are a bit annoyed because they're getting the brunt of it. Being out there out on the west coast there, pretty wild. Yeah, we didn't, Peter. Thankfully, it was a little. I went to bed quite late, and there was I think the lights flickered a couple of times about 1 o'clock in the morning, but all was fine. So it was quite all right. Quite all right. We survived without any real issues. So that was good. Quite pleased with that. Just checking a few things. Making sure that's there. What's that? Oh, that was that notice coming through. Again, thank you very much for subscribing, Mr. Fractali, on the YouTubes. So because I only really saw you all 2 days ago, I haven't got a lot to share because it feels like I haven't done a thing since last week. since last week, since Sunday. I think I basically just got out of bed and then arsed around, and that's about, and tried to get organised for today. But just before we came live, the when I started OBS up, things weren't quite connected, and then all of a sudden it's all changed and everything's misaligned. I'm thinking, oh good God, this is going to be it's going to be one of them streams. So it might well be one of them streams where everything goes wrong. So, hi John, how are you doing? It's been an age. I hope you're well. I hope you're doing well and keeping busy. Still making lots of photos. I do obviously see quite a lot of your stuff on Instagram. I hope that's going well for you. But we're still here plugging away. Still probably the same crowd. But no, it's good to see you, man. I hope you've been well. So I know I'd said this on Sunday. Yeah, I was going to say, that sounds like something we need to see. I know I said on Sunday that Sunday was meant to be a short stream. I think tonight might be a short stream because I'm tired. You're just getting older, John. Well, unfortunately, I think we all are. I think we're all kind of... We none of us seem to be getting any younger. And obviously at the whether you saw me Instagrams or anything this weekend, I was out with Andrew Atkinson at the weekend, and it was his birthday on Sunday, and he was 50. So that's the second friend recently that's just turned 50 this year already. So yes, I am starting to get to that period where people are starting to, like, people that you're good friends with are starting to turn 50, and it reminds me that I'm not that far away. So, joy of joys. Also, I was on TikTok earlier, and there was somebody I follow, and it's just one of them accounts where they're like obviously looking to get interactions going, and they were like, put your age in the comments, and I'm looking, as I went into the comments, looked to see how old people were, and they were all like, all in their 20s, the odd one in their 30s, and I'm like, well, I certainly can't put 47 because I'd look strange. So, well, there's that, Andrew. There is that. Happy birthday for yesterday, Peter. Kept that one quiet. I'll have to start writing these things down so we know. So was it? So Serge, are you going to be 56 again next month? Are you starting to repeat numbers? But happy birthday for yesterday, Peter. And yes, I can imagine that you have the energy of a 25-year-old. It's just the way you are. The way you are. What is it me? Is it really warm in here today? Has winter finally passed and it's just warmer? Yeah, just start counting back again, Serge. That's what I would do. You know, I'm 47, but I still think I'm 17. So it's probably got something to do with why I want to waste my life. Right. January's January's depressing enough anyway, Andrew. It's all this horrible weather, and I'm saying horrible weather, like dull weather and all of that kind of thing. It's not a lot of fun. It's January. It's always a bit crap. It's not as bad as November. November was always a bad month for me. Always didn't like November. So, right, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to this page for the time being. That is the Why is that all of a sudden? Why does it turn that on? Anywho. No worries, Mabel. Thank you very much. Have a good rest of your day. I look forward to seeing your next stream whenever you're next streaming. Well, have a good one, man. Hopefully the weather's not too bad where you are. Right. So, because I'm a bit on the tired side tonight, we're going to jump straight in and do some editing. So yeah, the title of the episode. Oh yeah, you mentioned that the other day. You're going for the Africa. Nice. I tried to see if I could stream from my GoPro, and it just kind of dropped out. So I would have to hook it up to something different. That's in the future, but then that would mean I would have to actually use it. Yeah, I can't remember what GoPro I've got. Is it 10? Can't remember. But like I said on stream the other day, I barely ever use it. I think I've used it twice in anger. Are you always still tuning in, John? Oh, that's very kind of you, sir. I know ages ago you said you would always tune in, but it is very good to see you. I'm glad you're still around. Hi, Don. You can watch on either, Don, to be honest. It makes very well. I was going to say the only difference is it gets to Twitch. There's less latency. YouTube is probably about 30 seconds after I say it. Twitch is probably about 5 seconds. Yeah, probably, Mabel. Probably. But I was looking today at how much the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is, because that looks like a really good, easy option for vlogging. And it's 4K and all that kind of thing. So I was looking at that, and then it was like 620 quid, and I'm like, bit expensive. So, but that is the brand new version, so yeah, it is. It's expensive for something that would not get used. So I think if I did have, I would have to sell my GoPro to justify that, because like I say, I don't use my GoPro is 500 quid's worth of equipment just sitting there. The filming part's the easy part. Well, you're probably right, because it's deciding what to bloody do, Andrew. That's the thing. Because I'm like, no, it'll be boring. I just want to be able to film and be not conspicuous or feel comfortable in it. I just don't like, I just go silent, even when there's nobody around. So, yeah. And it was an idea, but no. Don, I'm not sure, to be honest. Do you avoid? Yeah, with premium you avoid adverts as well. So there's that. And by you watching, I think I am guaranteed a smidgen of a cent out of you per hour, probably. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyways, Reese, on with the editing, because like I say, I don't want to do another 2.5 hour stream today. The whole objective is Tuesday night edits is about 1.5 hours tops. The other streams, I will quite happily blabber on for ages. But updates for the rest of the week. I'm busy tomorrow night, Thursday night, and good evening, Mr. Atkinson. How are you, sir? What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So there'll be no random stream the rest of the weekday week. I'm busy tomorrow night, Thursday night, and Friday night we have our Red Nights night at the tavern. night thing on Zoom on Friday night. So those of you that are YouTube members, Twitch subs, Patreon members, VIPs, etc. Andrew, are you around Friday evening? That I'll be sending invites out, etc. for that probably tomorrow. So make sure you're free for that if you want to come along and talk crap with us all. So yeah, that's this week. So there'll be no more random streams until the weekend. So if you make it till then, what's up now? Wow, that's a lot of things to create. Although I'd be like abusing the hell out of ChatGPT. Oh, now that you're the old guy. Oh yes, I did say it to everybody before you got in here. It was your 50th at the weekend. So many happy returns to that. And it was Peter's 64th yesterday, so don't feel bad about you being the old one. Oh yes. Yeah, but if you're having to come with all those ideas, that's what ChatGPT is for. And we don't have to think about it. There's lots of birthdays this week, Don, by the sounds of it. Lots of birthdays. Serge's is next month. Andrew's had a birthday as well. His was last week. The other Andrew Banner. So you've just had a birthday as well, Don, as well. Good God. Wow. How many months? Count back from January, 9 months. Must have been a busy month, that month. Yeah, I always thought loads of people would be born in like October. Because like January's boring and cold. John's 70, can anybody beat that? No, I think you're probably winning that one, John. You're probably winning that one. Those of us that chat, anyway. Don's 61. God. Get all the oldies around here. Right. So that's the updates for the rest of the week. I will move on to screen tuition. This button here, and then we will crack on with an edit. So obviously last week I was in Edinburgh on Thursday, and before Thursday I happened to be online and found a watercolour by a certain Mr. Turner of Edinburgh Castle from a particular angle. So I thought I would go and roughly find that angle, which was this angle, funnily enough. So that's what we're going to have a go at, is make something with these. It might be something simple, it might not. We will just go with it and see. That one's a yes. But also, obviously the title, I started off, the title of tonight's video was to do with the zoom on the new lens, because these were shot at 50, like round about 50 mil, whereas beforehand I've been restricted to 35. So having that increase in zoom, I can see it's going to change things up quite a bit for myself. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's go with that one. Just looking for some. So I see I zoomed right in there, up to 75 mil, so you can see if I start playing around with this kind of zoom range, images are going to be different coming out of me. So that's something to look forward to. It's not just going to be wide vistas anymore. Do need to get out of that doing that, having, you know, just thinking wise the entire time. So it's good to spice things up a bit. The new lens. Change it up a bit. Right, that one. Right, so these ones I've marked with 2 stars. I'll use these ones. So these 5. Oh, 5 again. There's a surprise. Right, let's probably edit. Yeah, let's edit this one. Do alterations on this one. So what's everybody got on this week? Anything exciting going on? Any fancy projects? Or obviously we're all, many of us celebrating birthdays. Let's just leave that there. Going to bring knock the blues back a little bit. Oh, you've been snowed in for a week? Good lord. Yeah, I was going to say. You must have had it. You must have had it cold, Don. Yeah, I'd imagine there's not a lot of call for having loads of snow gear for Tennessee. That's chilly for you guys. Actually, that's hellishly chilly for us. Never mind for you guys. Good. No, that is not good. Right, let's open that up a little bit. Up to there. Dust spotting. Is there any around? Oh, there's a few up there. Probably not going to have much of effect, to be honest. So I'm thinking this image today could be quite a simple one. Famous last words. I'm not expecting to reinvent the wheel with this one. Hi Mittens, how are you doing? Hope you're well. Excuse me, everybody. I'm good, thanks. I'm good. Well, I'm saying I'm good. I've got a bit of a, I wouldn't say it's a blocked ear, but the ear sinusy things, they're all a bit skew with. So I keep on thinking I'm hearing it's like really windy. I mean, it already is really windy outside, but you know, if I put my hat on or whatever again outside, then I'm like, it's really windy, but it's my head. So apart from that, I'm wonderful. It's not making me dizzy or anything. It's just a bit disorientating. So, just dealing with that at the moment. Basics. There we go. Probably go a bit contrast. Do we? Keep it light, I think. Got me germs. I don't know if it's a germ thing. I think it's just I've cleared my lugs out a bit, so I've had the pokey things in. It helped a bit, but still not perfect. Muscle block could be. But to be honest, I usually get it like once a year anyway. Where it's like really, you know, it's almost kind of not proper tinnitus, but it's that kind of a ringing, just because it's kind of blocked. Well, I usually get that like once a year. It lasts like a month. In the past, I've like lost it for like a couple of months. It's been horrible at times, but at the moment it's all right. It's just minor. Just minor, right? Okay, so if we just sync these straight across, see how the others have reacted. I haven't opened Photoshop yet. God damn it. Doesn't quite like that. There's one or two of these things, you know, one or two of these will actually work as singular images. So I am curious to see how these will blend together. Right, might as well just jump straight into it. This is I'm going to load this into the Photoshop. Open as layers. Remind myself. So I'll switch back to this cam because it will get in the way. The resources will get swallowed up. But whilst it's doing that, I could send you all off for adverts. Yeah, I don't like it, don't it? So Twitch, I'm going to send you on a short advert break. Back shortly, and YouTube will do the same. Hopefully this will start them all. Maybe. And of course the YouTube one doesn't work. For some reason. Let me pick the latest. Why does it make it so hard? Alright, YouTube, you're not good. And I'm going to snooze that one. We've just had an advert break. Snooze it for more than 5 minutes. I've just sent everybody away for... Twitch is such a pain in the backside when it comes to that. Yeah, put it up, Serge. You're going to get another one in about 5 minutes. Which is annoying. Twitch ads are ridiculous. At least YouTube I can control when they are. Right, we are back anyway. Back to here. So these are now loaded into Photoshop. Yeah, it can be Andrew. Andrew, you've lost a load of typing, a load of chat there. Because for me, YouTube went silent for a chunk. Anywho, let's on with it. All right, okay. When you were on about ear ringing, I just presumed you'd been chatting about it and it hadn't come through to me. Okay, that's fine, Andrew. I thought the way you chatted, I thought that was like another point to something you were already talking about. That's fine. Because the other day I think somebody said that their chat wasn't getting through. Right. So hopefully this is settling down a little bit. the encoding, because obviously it's been struggling while we've been loading into Photoshop. Alright, so let's blend some of these together. Now, I mean, one of the issues that I obviously do have when it comes to shooting at longer zoom ranges, like 50mm, 70mm like I have done, is that it's harder to instinctively know where your subject matter is in the frame when you're pointing the camera at the scene without looking through the viewfinder or on the back of the back screen. So the alignment is obviously much further off. If we're going to multiply, you can see how bad the alignment is. So that's something I'm going to have to work on. And that's going to take a bit of practice. So it's just something I'm going to have to do. Just one of them things. That it might get better, it might get worse, but it'll probably cause issues for a while. No, I'm shooting them one at a time, Mittens. I don't recommend you shoot continuous. I recommend that you check after every shot, because if you've taken a shot and you get a result that you quite like, what you want to do is be able to replicate that movement again. Whereas if you've done it in the middle of a run of 10 shots that you've shot in continuous mode, then it's going to be you're not going to be able to replicate the movement to give yourself the best chance. So that's why I always say shoot one with however you want to move, chimp like a gorilla, like Andrew says. So you've always just got to be checking your screen the entire time to see what you've got, to see what movements you might want to rethink or slightly amend to try to get a better result. So I never recommend you shoot in burst mode unless the only time I recommend it is if you're completely new to ICM photography and you're a tripod addict, where you are you're completely stuck and hand holding a camera is foreign to you, and shooting in burst mode just tell them to move faster and faster and faster and wilder, just frees them up a bit. So that's the only time I would recommend shooting in burst mode, and that's just purely to get them to move the camera through the scene. And that so that it's not really going to produce anything productive, but they then go through those shots just to see how things change with the movement that you do. It makes me half sound like I know roughly know what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to start blending these together. So Twitch people, there is an advert coming up, unfortunately. So whilst you're away, I will just be maneuvering these into position using the move tool and just kind of getting things lined up. So I will see you Twitch people momentarily. So do hang around to see how things turn out. Don't leave me just because there's an advert. Pick up the three-legged thing and run. Pick up the three-legged thing and throw it in the sea is my recommendation. Unless it was really expensive, and then you can try to sell it. Oh, Mittens, that's all I've ever done. I am very much a freehand photographer. Even for my landscape stuff, I was like normal stuff. I was always handheld. See, this is how bad the alignment can be. Okay, so what I want to do is bring these back into the middles roughly. Now I am thinking this image will be probably just this kind of area here. So we'll see how that turns out. So just wait on the Twitch people to come back. They're back in 30 seconds. Red Bull's bad for you, remember, Peter? Oh, you're all at it now. Profitable night now. Yeah, exactly. What's a tripod? Yeah, tripod is a special word. Tripod is in the TipGame. I must get Jen to change that because we've been talking about tripods a lot recently. So I think we need to remove tripod from that list. Because we don't want to hamper discussions, no matter what the fun element of it is. Thank you very much, Peter, for your donation there. Is it not coming up on screen? Did it come up on screen or not? It probably didn't. Can I press that? Where's the... Give me a second. Flatpak alerts, that's that one. So if I replay that... There we are. It's under the chat. Great. I move that. No, that's the wrong thing to move. Flatpak, please. That's the entire screen. There we go. There's the notification. Mittens, you want to live freer. You want to live the free life, Mittens. Put down the tripod. Embrace nature's tripod. Your own hands, your own feet. That's as stable as you want. Unless you're shooting at night, then obviously tripods kind of needed for various things. You want to have sharp image. Sharpness is overrated, Mittens. Sharpness is overrated. Too good, too funny. Right, so what am I doing? Yeah, working on this. Soft light. See, in parts, this soft light kind of works for a bit for that side, like this area, but it doesn't really work for this side of the whatever part of the castle that is. I don't know what me. I knew a little bit about castles, but not that much. So that one causes a lot of issues. Yeah, ICM. Well, there is people that do that. I don't recommend you do it, but there is people that do that. Ooh, now that kind of works. Now what layer does that come off? So I could mask out the bottom of that layer. If I reduce the opacity of this one. People do the weirdest things, indeed, Mittens, indeed. Right, so I do kind of like that setup there. Gives us definition around here. Nice bit of light on the side of there, and that kind of disappears. See, I must look like a complete freak because nobody ever comes up to me, which is remarkable, to be honest. Well, even in the middle of Edinburgh, I was doing all this, and there was even a guy came up and asked us to take a photograph of him in front of it with his camera, obviously. So he must, even though I was wafting my arm around like a madman, he still trusted me enough to take his picture. Unless he thought, well, he's doing something weird with the camera. He must be able to do it normally as well. Don't know. We will never know. Is that one good? Yeah, that could work with that one in there. This one just goes weird. Nice soft area, but I look dangerous. Well, yeah, that's what all the ladies say. That's why they all stay. That's why they all stay well clear. Indeed, Mittens, indeed. I think that's what it is. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a stamp layer to get that, and then I'm going to put that away. And then I'm going to, actually, let's this one to that one, and then I'm going to use the multiply blend mode. And I'm going to work on the multiply blend mode just to see what options this might give as I take various layers away. So then we've got two to work from. So this top one here is quite good because this gives us these definitive lines that do run along the castle wall, which I don't think I've got an actual sharp image of. Have I? Did I do a sharp image of said wall? I'm not sure if I did. Did I? I might have just done it with a cat with a phone. Oh no, it's semi. But you can see the kind of ribbing, around this part. So that's what I'm trying to preserve there. There is thought to these things. It's not all just random wafting. Right, okay, back to Photoshop. So you kind of need that. We need this top layer in. I quite like the way if I take this one out, then it softens this edge, which works to me quite nicely. So I might leave that out, and if we take that one away, we lose some definition there. That one in. That edge comes back. That one having that one out kind of brightens it, but let's leave that out. So we just need these three layers for this version. Yeah, I think that kind of works as a base. People seek sanctuary in the strangest of places, Mittens, is all I can say. You must look really welcoming, to be honest. I think that's must be what it is. Okay, so we've got these two versions to work off. Both of them slightly different. So what I'm thinking is I might actually, can I just do that and make it a separate image? Is there a way to open this as a new image? Have I got to open a new image? Is that what I've got to do? File. New. Oh, ask us questions. I don't want to answer questions. Photo. Peter, that's mean. Right. Why is it? Just give me just a bog standard size. We change this to inches. 300. God damn you. 300. There we are. Make this 30. Make this 20. Create. Okay. Drag this one to here. Target in different depths than the saw. What? Whatever. Whatever, dude. Mood. 16. Twitch is blurry. Okay. Not really sure why, Serge, but I sure you're just not looking at the rest of the screen, Serge. It's always blurry. Right, so there's a change for me. I'm editing this on a second. So it's alright for Mittens. And you're on the same continent. I'm presuming. Crop that down. It's ICM Search. Oh, okay, Mittens, alright. Okay. Right, so that's that one. So this one I can just bin that one. Don't need that one because we're working on this. So if I crop this to this and this to this. Crop that away. So when I blend it, this area is probably going to be an issue, but we'll see. Anyway, so I need to do some work on this one. Yeah, lift a little bit out of the bottom there. Okay, there's a bit of definition there. I'm not really keen to chop that out. I might just leave that in for the next phase, just to see how it comes out. Do I need to do any other alterations? Hue and saturation. Just going to keep it fairly simple. You know, it's gone in with quite a bit of strength of colour already. ready. I don't want to wash it out too much. Similar world, Andrew. Similar world for me. What do I want to do here? Do I want to tweak it further? Or do I just chuck this in and see what happens? Well, let's just chuck it in and see what happens. I might crop off that left-hand side, depending on what options we have. All right, later. Still haven't updated. Right. Some Wild West vibes. Well, yeah. No comment there then, Mittens. Wild North, maybe. Medieval Wild North. If I make that bigger. Ooh. It's a bit there when you take away the foreground. You know me. Love to get rid of a foreground. And we come across there, we get the castle involved. So I'll move this up. The top of the castle will be taking effect. And there we are. I mean, you just can't win, Andrew. You can't win. If I make it smaller, nobody can read it. That's the issue. Yeah, getting rid of foregrounds is the best thing ever. You're never happy. Well, I made it bigger because Serge said a few weeks ago he couldn't read it. So the two of you will have to fight it out tomorrow on Friday if you're both coming to the tavern. No, exactly. Foregrounds are overrated for my type of work. That gives it a dreamy like atmosphere. I didn't even change that over. Increase the brightness generally. Second exposure. There we are. So if I can position this in such a way so I think I am just going to chop that left-hand side off. So if I rotate that around a little bit so we can get that flat edge and run it along the bottom of the wall there. Like so. If we take that over here a bit though. Like that. And then if we just crop the actual image down by about here, it's like a 5x4. I think that might work. It might work. I think that needs to be in the middle. A little bit of detail extraction. Not a lot, just a little bit. How is it 8:30 already? This was going to be a quick, short stream. Yeah, yeah, I think that's much better. It has that aged feel. Wind's getting up again. Right, lens vignette, just to, that's down in that corner. So we could have it. No, I think it needs to be over here. Keep that bright and then darken this kind of side down. A bit anyway. What did that do? Just look at these colours a bit. No, that's fine. Brighten it a bit. Yeah. I think that's all right. It's not brilliant, but it'll do. I think. Starting point. Now point. You know, it takes away that horrible foreground. Might be able to do something with that street light. Because we don't like modern stuff in pictures. We don't do modern. Anything else down here I should be looking at for another option? Quite intense colours here. Some things I think we've probably got what we're after. Let's look at York again. Right, so let's apply that and come out. Yeah, maybe he's right, Mittens. Yeah, it will give you that kind of, what do you call them? The blocks that stand up. Hi Mars, how are you doing? It's been all right. I never get too excited, Mars. It's so like scales of greatness or whatever you want to call it vary, but it's been an all right day. Nothing tragically bad, nothing extremely good either. So it's, you know, just a flat middle of the road kind of day. Hope your day is going wonderfully. Right, so I'm just going to pop this back in. That's the wrong button, Andy. Damn it. Happy medium, exactly. So I'm going to pop this back in analog effects. So I'm going to have to close this. Cancel. Analog effects. There we are. That's the one we want. And just try the York preset that was down the bottom. It looked promising. Or it had potential, I should say. So going to do that. And then we'll switch to the other version, which was already kind of watercolory, so we'll see how that looks. Come on, load. So that one looks like, okay. Well, I mean, in that sense, you can see how that other version, the way it hits that edge, that has potential as well. So we just need to find a happy ground and put it into a position where it has some kind of effect, which might be easier said than done. So we can almost mimic where the light would hit on that edge. So if we need to rebalance that, so it does kind of rebalance if we could get rid of that line around here. Do we zoom it a bit to soften it? Potentially. I would have to get rid of this break here between the blue and the yellowy sky. You chatters have all gone quiet again. But yeah, I think that's working without really having to do a lot. What am I working on? I'm trying to make this image of Edinburgh Castle. Just trying to make it. Let's see what will come of it. What I'm thinking about is where this second exposure overlays and enhances this area here. So like before we've got that, and then we've got this. I know. Yes, Mars. My trade is intentional camera movement, so it's all low shutter speed. Like if we go to a second, like this pretty much this information was shot at a second ISO 64 f7.1. So with a 6-stop ND filter. You are, Andrew, and I'm glad you're there, because otherwise it'd be very peaceful. Or too quiet. Too quiet is what I meant. Not peaceful as in, because peaceful kind of gives the impression that it was like, ah, thank God for that. But no, I want people to be chatting. God, I made a right mess of that, didn't I? Thank you, Mars. It is quite the art form. There's a few of us do it. It works wonders. Yeah, I think that was quite well. I'm very happy that you are here, Andrew. Very happy. Right. Probably gonna have to do some generative fill stuff up here to hopefully it'll blend it somehow. We'll apply that. I was going to say, did it do that? Because I've just had a second thought. That hasn't really got anything affecting it. Come on. Photoshop. That's the one I want. So what we want here is we're going to test it out, see if it's any good. And that is generative fill in here. Trying to get a bit of a blend between the blue and the yellowy kind of sky. Generate. No worries, Mittens. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. You'll have to photos that one, Andrew. If you find it again, it'll be interesting to see. Ooh, that did kind of work, did it? Yeah, it did kind of work. Marvelous. Oh, that one definitely worked. Generative fill for the win. Right, let's try it down here as well. Actually, from about here. Let's try to generative fill this in. See what it does. Lays on the generative fill. Generate. Well, if you remember, Andrew, let me know. Stick it in the Discord. It's always interesting. Always interested to see what other people are doing. I don't think this one worked as well. No, it didn't. Even that, it's not great. That one's probably the better one. So we could use that and then just kind of soften it out a bit. So it's not as apparent. There you go, like 53% there. All right, Twitch, it looks like you're heading away for an advert in about 40 seconds. So I think that image, what I need to do, I need to group these together. So I'll stick these into a folder. Then I know where they are. And then this one, I think it's fine. It's probably, I don't like it as much as the second version. So we need to work on those. Yeah, it's a different kind of image. Oh, that breaks back. That breaks back. I thought they were on the way. Welcome back, Twitch people. Thank you for sticking with the stream whilst the adverts were on. We tried to, I don't know if you caught it, but we tried to do some generative fill in this area. Didn't quite work. Eric Malm, I know the name. I know the name. And I will have seen some work, but I will have to look it out. Or if you can find the actual examples, Andrew. Yeah, Mars. I keep on forgetting we have it because I've been using Photoshop for that long. I keep forgetting it's there, so I should use it more, but I don't. Like, you know, stuff like Firefly. It's like I should use that a lot more as well, but I just never seem to. Right, this version, and I don't think this is going to be as good or as promising, but I think what we need to do is, if we get the curves layer out, I think we need to dull that sky down, lift that colour. We need some hue and saturation adjustments. So we maybe just go quite strong on that side, but drop the, wow, I was going to say drop the saturation. Let's push the lightness. I don't like that colour. I've got a feeling I'm not going to like the results out of this one. Indeed, Peter, indeed. Well, my Photoshop skills are quite limited. I know what I need to use, and like when people suggest things like blend if, then I kind of get I get confused and I get lost, and then realize I should know more, but I don't. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Did I see stuff? Was it him that did NFT stuff? I can't remember. Very cautious. I did notice that. I would have let him off anyway. I mean, John got away with it before. Right, what am I going to do with this apart from fail? Right, Analog Effects Pro. But no, I don't know much Photoshop. I know the 10% that I use. The rest of it is a different world. Yeah, I'm not sure this is going to work. Very much not going to work, I think. Some very yellow walls. Okay, let's go with this one. Let's move this around. YouTube's the best the best tutors. You don't need to go anywhere else. All this learning stuff at college, what a waste of time. Facts. Yes, I don't subscribe to the whole official education stuff. So I was having a bit of a rant the other day. Because I was listening to, and it was spot on. I was listening to The Rest Is Money, which is a podcast over here. It's got Robert Peston on and Steph McGovern. And they were on about, I think they were on about, not Dua, Davos. They were on about the World Economic Forum meeting in Davos. I think Peston used to go when he was at the BBC. But they were on about AI and all that kind of stuff. And they were saying in Qatar that the exposure, that's better. In Qatar, they are actually, the kids are taught at told at a very young age, use AI. Just use AI for like whatever you need to be doing. And then they'll be the ones leading the world in it, or be used to it and getting jobs in AI because that's what the future is. And then over here, education, it'll be 10, 15 years before they get around to teaching it here. Yeah, I mean, I use ChatGPT for stuff because I know I can't write. So any writing stuff, I'm like on ChatGPT. And to be honest, I've used like Midjourney for helping make graphics and things like that. Even if it's just idea generation, I've used that quite a bit and quite enjoyed it. I think the whole, like if you're not learn, I mean, like my little nephew. I mean, I should be telling my sisters, like, let him play around with AI. He's great at maths already. Let him play around in AI and let him, that's the way he's going to get ahead in the world. This is a very different kind of image. Writing is definitely very much a pain because I am so slow. Like, I waste so much time trying to write things, like just text for websites or posts. I'm so slow. So since ChatGPT's come along, I use it quite regularly. Maybe anybody that reads anything of mine will be able to tell as well. Yeah, it's just interesting how other countries are just jumping straight into it, and our lot they just don't teach. Like over here, you know, there's like government basically now wants you to do maths and English until you're 18. Quite like that now, which is fine and dandy. But for God's sake, teach them real world maths. Teach them about economics. Teach them about stock markets so they can actually make money without working. That's what they should be teaching. The video bombed. Oh no. Yeah. I mean, Andrew, you should be better. You should be good at writing that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think that's very much the case, Mars. I think it's a case of don't teach the kids unless they're my kids when you're in government or whatever. Don't teach the kids how to succeed. Keep the status quo. It's ridiculous. Right. I think what I'm going to do with this image, I'm going to make this very bright over this side. I'm going to try to wash it out, basically. So I bring this down. I bring this up. Maybe not that much. Bring this up a bit more. Okay. I go blue, and I want to drop that to a more of a yellow. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's there. Red. If I bring this down, no, we want to go that way. Back to normal. Okay, about there. Okay, so that's starting point. That's it. So I'm looking for this just to disappear into just fade away, so you can't really see the edge, which I don't think you can kind of see the edge. Right, I'm going to apply this, and then we're going to have them further plays. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Jen. How are you doing? You can see a couple of frames. Well, I mean, to be honest, that might be my connection as well. I always thought that, like, you know, Wi-Fi in airports and things like that, it has to be rubbish. But what about like 4G and 5G? Is that not like way better than, you know, provided Wi-Fi anyway? Because the amount of times you go into somewhere around here and you'll try to connect to the Wi-Fi, and it's like, but you know, maxing out at about 5 meg, but you connect to 4G and it's like 50. What do we need Wi-Fi for? Do you not get so much data included, Jen? Is that not the way it works over there? Because do I get unlimited? I think I get unlimited data on 4G with my provider. Well, there is, but if it's like the airport Wi-Fi, that's going to even be congested as well. Fuzzier and a bit more sideways. Yes, democracy is definitely a bit of a thing. Right, okay, so there's a bit of a change. Let's go to analog color effects and have a bit plain here. No worries, John. Good to see you, man. Come back again soon. It's been lovely to see you. I'm glad to see you. You're still around, even though I do see your stuff on Instagram and stuff anyway. But it's good to see you still going out there. But lovely to see you, man. Enjoy your tea. I look forward to seeing you again soon, John. You're running yours in a 4G router anyway. Interesting. Landscape. all. Just pro contrast was one that I used to use. I used to use that sort of light. Okay. It's a bit strong. They're all a bit strong, to be honest. Is that actually working for me? I don't know if it is or not. That's light temperature, so we want it to be now yellow. Contrast. Weakest contrast. Saturation fine. Probably opacity a touch. About there. So before, after. It's brightened it a bit, so that'll be easier to print, etc. Anything else I need to do? Clear view, green. Don't want any green. It's fine. Let's just turn that off just in case it puts anything on there. Give me 0. Can't see it. Can't see it. It's that smile. Right, okay. Yeah, that's kind of works. That's fine. Plus button, and then that sends it over there. Okay, right, so we need to rotate this that way. Whoa, come back. Come back, ship. About there, drop the opacity. That was meant to be subtle. Oh no, it was on default. Subtle is there. So we need to return that way. No, this way. Can't see. Yeah, it's there. You can see it on the left hand side there. Blend. Make that bigger. Vertical shift. We'll move it across. So this is just basically adding this fog thing in just to help that break between this area and this area. So really to soften it out. That's what I'm thinking here. So go from there to there. I'm going to drop the opacity as well because I think it's a bit too on the bright side. I mean, it would darken down once I've printed anyway. But let's drop this back to about 22. Like so. Yeah, okay, let's apply that. Chugging through. Got it 9 o'clock. that. So probably what I want to do is, if we've got a Viveza, try my brightness trick, my sun trick, I should say. See if that'll work with this, or whether it'll just be easier just to do it with Lightroom. But try a light, so we've got like an intense light source coming in from the left hand side. Golden hour. No. Let's not do that. So we want a selection point. We want this to be, god damn you. We want it to be bigger, so click on the thing, Andy. There we are. We need to do about there. And we want the brightness to come up. And just on that side. Wonderful. Just a little bit. Added some contrast in. Is that ridiculous? Is that ridiculous now? I have a feeling it might be ridiculous now. Let's change the white balance. A bit of a touch more yellow. When I see this on the other screen, I think it looks abysmal. Right. You're right there, Andrew. You're right there. If I just put the bright area up here, just be done with it. I'm clarting around doing nothing really here, so let's apply that. There are VODs, Mars. So if you feel like you're getting left behind, just rewatch the VOD later. I'm not hiding them behind paywalls or anything, or subscriptions only, or anything like that. Right, okay, that'll do that. So if I'm gonna have to save, oh shite. Why do I do this? File, save as. Where do I put it? Photos. 24 January. Is it the 18th? What day is it today? 23rd. 18th. Castle wash, because it's like washed out. Save. Okay. This is why I just always work off the one file. Oh no, Andrew, I wish they would be able to cure my problem, because it's really annoying. Right, if I save it and just file save, I don't need. Do I need that other version? That one? Not in a minute. One version will be fine. Let's save this. Come on. Was it too small or too big? Thank you, glasses, for that. Yeah, I mean, I could put mine on. I would have a better time. Good lord! Right. Exactly. That's why I do it, Peter. That's why I do it. Make people uncomfortable. Because by the sounds of it, I make people uncomfortable anyway. Because I might be wafting my arm around like a crazy thing with a camera on the end of it, and nobody ever comes up to me. But I bet they would if I had a tripod. Because I would be more normal then. Right, so that's 3. I need to import this, so give us a second. I'll switch this around. Can't remember how to do it. Find where that other file is. Give me a second. Come on, computer. You're so slow today. Photos. At least we're only in the same month here. There we go. Import. That 3 stars. Right, we should be back somehow. Come on. 2 stars, there we are. Oh, we might change it to 3 stars, that's fine. So we have these 2. Okay, so cropping. So I did mention I would probably go 5x4 with these. We need the develop module. Well, I mumble enough here when I'm doing my editing, Peter, so you can well imagine that I do it while out in the field as well. I talk to myself anyway. It's the only place I ever get any sense. Do I ever mess with film? As in, do I try ICM photography with film, Mars? I have. I keep on not having a great time with film because of the loading film thing. You'll give yourself and lose. Fair enough. Right, anyways, crop this one. I did say 5x4. Yeah, when it comes to film photography, I don't have a happy time with loading film. So my current film camera, I have got no idea when it came off the reels, but it is currently just going around and around and around and around and around. So whether it's taken any or none or taken like 40 shots over the one exposure, I don't know. Well, it's just getting the damn thing to hook onto the reels. It's just like, what a stupid system it was. It would have been so much sliding in a little SD card is much more humane. I don't know, Andrew, because I haven't opened it. To taste anything that requires a sprocket. Yeah, just not my thing. It's like electronics. Slide it in, it does its thing, it stores loads of them. Changing back. I should have done because Andrew was here at the weekend. He would have his. Probably, maybe. I don't know. Right, so 5x4 crop, Edinburgh Castle. There we go. That looks quite nice. Let's go for another ad break on Twitch. Damn thing. Right. Square crop. Yes. Press that button, Andy. Square crop around about there. Do we go a little bit taller? Yep. That looks quite nicely. Create a virtual copy. Twitch is away on an advert break. So we'll have to repeat things then. I think it's only Mars like, to be honest. A pedal boat. Good lord. Right, 16 by 9. Can we get a 16 by 9 crop out of this? Well, we can if we go over to like there. And keep. Do we want the flagpole in? Oh, we're not bothered about flagpole. Probably not bothered about the flagpole, to be honest. Put the body of the castle in. Like about there. Nice and balanced. Ready for the unbalanced thing in a moment. Win some pedal boat. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Right, so that's that. Right, welcome back, Twitch, from your ad break. Right, what am I going to do with this one? This has not turned out how I wanted it to turn out. Do I even bother? This has definitely not turned out the way I wanted it to. Have we had, well, we haven't got a failure on our hands because we've got this one that did work. But this one, I just don't know. I really don't know. Failed. Failure. Wonder why. Is it because I moved it into its own image? Anyways, right, so let's tidy this up the best I can. 5x4 crop. Let's just make this over here. There. 3x2. We come across over here. No worries, Mars. Thank you very much for dropping in. It's been lovely to see you. Do come back for the next one, whenever that'll be. Probably the weekend. But thanks for dropping in. Enjoy the rest of your day. I don't think we're going to any better for that. Don't think that one's going to be any better. So let's forget about that one. Let us think mainly about this better image. But I think what we do need, I think we need a 3x2 crop as well. Let's chop off that side. And do we include that street light? No harm in it. If I'm really desperate, I can get rid of that later. So, right, everybody, I think I've got the think we will make do with. Yeah, it's just don't. There's no comparison between the two. That was last week's. No, I think this one is definitely better. The better of the two. Thank you, Serge. Thank you very much. Whether it's the 16:9 crop, I don't know. The 3:2. It works better than the other one. Anyways. Right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will not keep you any longer. Thank you very much for hanging out this evening on episode 248 of Tuesday Night Edits. So that means in 2 weeks' time, or in better at one by one. Quite possibly, Andrew. Quite possibly. So in two episodes' time, it will be 250 of these things I'll have done, plus all the random ones in between as well. And some of the COVID stuff, which wasn't classed as Tuesday Night Edits as well. So that's a lot of streams we'll have done. So yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do for it, to be honest, yet. But yeah, that's coming up. Body. Maybe's. Another drinking stream, Andrew. So that is coming up in a couple of weeks' time. At least a couple of weeks' time, anyway. So I don't think I'm going to have any Tuesdays off between now and then. But yes. So have a think of any suggestions. I should rent a giraffe. Is there a story there? Yes, Serge. Yes, we'll see you Friday. I'll send the links out, and I'll also put the links in the night section of the Discord as well. For everybody that's on Discord to be able to see it. That are worthy of seeing it. So yes, it'll be good to see you then, Serge. There will be a story. I will do, Peter. I will do. I will. So it'll be the links will be on Patreon. It'll be on for the Patreon subscribers. They'll be on YouTube for YouTube membership community thing, whatever it is, for the YouTube subscribers, and it'll be on Discord as well. In the little night section. So you'll find them in a various amount of places depending on who you subscribe, where you subscribe. So yes, just keep an eye out for that. Probably tomorrow they'll probably come through. So that may not be enough. I think you're still on my WhatsApp list, Peter. But yes, it will be good to see you if you can make it. So we will see you Friday, or see some of you Friday. Probably everybody that's left watching, we will see you on Friday. So. But have a great rest of your evening. I'm not going to read out on Twitch because there's nobody left. So I will see you all soon. Have a great rest of the night. Have a safe week for the rest of the week, and we'll see you. We'll see you Friday. Till the next one. Keep on. See you. End stream. Did I end?